Hello, my friend. This isn't just another video about power. This is about your power. Today, we're stepping into the world of Succession. Yes, the HBO show that's more than family drama and corporate chess. Behind the chaos, betrayal, and media moguls lie real leadership lessons that can shape how you lead, how you love, and how you think. Whether you're building a business, leading a team, or just trying to figure out your place in the world, this one's for you. Let's dive in. 1. Power is not given, it's claimed. Logan Roy didn't wait for permission. He stepped into rooms like he owned them because he believed he did. And here's the twist. People followed, not just because of his money, but because of his conviction. Lesson: power often starts in the mind. If you don't believe in your voice, why would anyone else? This is about presence, not dominance. Ask yourself, when you walk into a space, do you shrink or do you own it? Mindset tip: stand tall, breathe deep, speak slowly. People notice confidence, especially when it's quiet. 2. Leadership without emotional awareness? A ticking time bomb. Kendall Roy had vision, drive, ambition, and a soul cracking under pressure. He wanted to lead, but never paused to understand why, or if he was truly ready. Lesson: if you don't know yourself, power will destroy you faster than failure ever could. The best leaders manage their inner storms before trying to lead others. What we don't transform, we transmit. That inner tension, if you cannot take it under control, it leaks into your team, into your relationships, into your decisions, until it poisons all of your relationships and destroys all of your powerful empire. Here's some mental health insight. Look directly inside of yourself. Understand your own emotions, weaknesses, root causes. Journaling will help to understand your own inner world. Time alone will give you free space to analyze your actions. Make yourself remember that you're not weak, you're wise, and you're strong to face off directly with yourself. 3. Titles don't make leaders. Trust does. Remember Shiv? She was brilliant. She was bold. But what was her most significant challenge in those power plays? It was earning loyalty. Leadership isn't about being the smartest person in the room. It's about being the most trusted. Lesson to take: influence comes from how you treat people when no one's watching. Listen more than you speak. Apologize when you're wrong. Keep your word. People don't follow perfection. They follow authenticity. And trust me, that's rarer than you think in leadership circles. 4. Power struggles begin when purpose is unclear. Every Roy sibling fought for power, but none of them knew what they actually stood for. There was no mission, no clear targets, no articulated passion, no strategic roadmaps. Just ego. Destroying ego. Lesson to take: clarity beats chaos. Strategic planning is crucial. Taking actions within well-structured roadmaps is vital. Always. Now, it is time to ask yourself, what do you want power for? To impress? To protect? To create? For money? For respect? For fame? What do you really want power for? Now, time for reflection. Write down your personal mission. Create your strategic action plan. Not for Instagram. Not for social media. For you. For your future to climb high. To be powerful. Let it guide your choices and silence the noise. 5. Love and leadership are not enemies. Logan Roy saw love as weakness, and he paid for it with isolation. But here's the truth: the most magnetic leaders lead with heart. Empathy is not a liability, it's your superpower. Connection builds culture. And in the long game, culture eats strategy every time. Make real talk. Involve your emotions in your talks. Make them feel deep into their bones. Your team, your friends, your partner, they don't need a genius. They need someone who sees them, who understands them, who listens to them, who feels them. 6. Silence is a leadership skill, not a weakness. There's a scene in Succession where silence says more than any boardroom monologue. The most powerful leaders don't rush to speak. They observe, they absorb, and then they move with precision. Lesson to take: just because you're silent doesn't mean you're powerless. Sometimes, silence is what makes your words carry weight. Presence tip: the room listens hardest when a confident person says nothing. Learn to own your silence. Use your body language, not words. 7. Your leadership mirrors your inner world. In Succession, what tore the Roy family apart wasn't business. It was inner wounds bleeding into external actions and mixing family issues with professional business life. Lesson: if your self-worth depends on achievement, you'll always feel threatened. But when your identity is rooted in wholeness, you stop needing to prove anything. Now, it's time for a personal check-in. Is your leadership a reflection of your vision or your insecurity? Always remember, you don't lead to be loved. You lead because you love. 8. Legacy is not built in moments, but in patterns and in consistency. Logan Roy built an empire, but what did he leave behind? A family torn, a name that echoed fear, power without peace, war within siblings, a big fall from the top. Lesson to take: your legacy won't be your net worth. It'll be how people feel when they remember you. Business empires are organic structures. They live, they breathe, they feel. Just an impact prompt. Ask yourself, if I disappeared tomorrow, what would stay behind in people's hearts? True power isn't measured in headlines. It's measured in healing, in integrity, in consistency. 9. Ambition without boundaries becomes self-destruction. Logan Roy was sharp, witty, even visionary in his own way. But he blurred every boundary between work and self-worth, between pain and performance. He used ambition to escape emotion, and it caught up with him. Lesson: if your worth is tied only to what you achieve, you'll never feel enough, no matter how high you climb. Boundaries aren't barriers. They're protection from burnout, from identity loss, from emotional collapse. A leadership reminder: just because you can keep pushing doesn't mean you should. 10. Unspoken pain becomes loud behavior. In Succession, no one ever really said how they felt. They acted it out. Through sabotage, silence, power plays. The pain that wasn't processed became poison. Lesson to take: what you don't say still speaks, and often louder than you think. An emotional insight: vulnerability isn't weakness. It's the secret language of trust. Say the thing. Not the perfect thing, just the real one. Remember, what you bury will grow roots. Make sure it's not resentment. And final thought: power is seductive. Leadership is hard. But you're not just chasing success. You're building something deeper, something more meaningful, something excites you, something powerful. So take these lessons, learn from their mistakes, learn from their powerful strategies. From Logan, from Kendall, from Shiv, but never forget, make strategic plans and take action, and choose a different kind of power. Discover your authentic self, one that begins within. Be unique. Dear friend, if this resonated with you, drop a fire emoji in the comments. Fire like within you to reach your powerful version. Subscribe for more real talk on power, mindset, love, and leadership, because you deserve a life that feels as good as it looks. Stay grounded, stay fierce, believe in yourself. The universe needs your power, your energy, your creativity, and your action. We believe in you. See you in the next one.